New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from Knick of Time Show, here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And guess what, guys? The Knicks are just racking up the wins. We face a tough team this season in the Timberwolves and beat them 137 to 114. Yes, right, a blowout. Deuce McBride gives you 14 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds on the night. Josh Hart gives you 18 points. Brunson gives you 23 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. Damn near a triple-double. Cat gives you 15 and 10. Mitch gives you 8 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks in just 16 minutes of play, all right? And OG Anunoby is my player of the game. We'll talk about him later. The rebounding battle happened, 56 to 38 advantage Knicks. The bench points in today. The Knicks had 53 bench points in 26. They also had back-to-back 40-point quarters in the second half. And we did what we had to do and beat the Timberwolves, spoiling Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo's return to MSG. And we're here to talk about it all, the good, the great, and a little bit of the ugly. But there's a lot of great to talk about, so let's get to it. Before I do, I'm going to introduce you to my peoples. First and foremost, Mr. Hollywood himself, the Latin assassin, ESPN contributor, posting and toasting contributor, Bleacher Report contributor, my man, Lee Escobedo. What's good, Lee?
What's good, Jay? Man, this was, no joke, my favorite regular season Knicks win in many, many years. They're definitely my favorite in the Jalen Brunson era, which might sound a little hyperbolic. People might think back-to-back triple overtime with Emmanuel quickly. But for me, this was the vision. This is everything I've wanted to see from this team. And I thought if this is a team that goes into the playoffs, we can really win a chip. So to me, it was like not circumstantial or if a kid's getting a shot or someone going nuclear from three. This was all of the Knicks players that we love, that we hold dear in the rotation, contributing at a high level on both sides of the ball, delivering a win.
Got the shades on today because the future looks bright, okay?
Amen.
First, also we have back our rookie of the year, our ex-AU coach, our girl, B the Motivator. What's going on, B?
I'm feeling good. We will get into it. I'm feeling good. This is a great win. Another one under our belt. 3-game winning streak, I believe we're on right now. Let's go streaking.
Let's go streaking. Wait, hold on.
Streaking.
Okay.
Not Yabu.
Definitely not Yabu. Oh, but he went streaking for 5 minutes. So he's Yabu, kind of. All right. Next, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G's in the building, and I only got one thing to say. Belt to ass, let's go.
Guys,
who do you think?
Do you know why I enjoyed this win so much? And I feel like we were on the same page, especially Lee, with the type of intro we had. I enjoyed this win because of how we won, right? We won sticking to our principles for the most part of sharing the ball and high movement offense. We also stuck to some defensive principles. We didn't really shoot well to start the game, but what started our offense was our defense. We forced turnovers, we got out and run, we got offensive rebounds, and it got us out the mud. And when you have Jalen Brunson not really contributing offensively, when I say contribute, I mean not hitting shots in that first half, but yet we were still finding ourselves up in the second quarter into the last minute when Timberwolves took the lead. Then it's like, man, you really start to appreciate what we're building here. We're building for the future. We're building what it looks like championship habits. And we're doing it against a team who also has championship aspirations, which is why I was in love with this type of win. And I can't wait to break into this game. There's a lot of places I can go, but Lee, I'll start off with you. What do you feel like he should go when it comes to talking about this game?
Never trade Mitch. I don't care if he's out. Don't care for how long. Don't care for what. Never trade him. You know me, bro. As soon as the injury possibilities and all the conspiracy around ankle management, I said put him on ice till April. I really do not give a damn because there are very few players in the NBA, especially centers in this day and age, that impact the game as ferociously as Mitchell Robinson does on the defensive end. His offensive rebounds are back-breaking, but more importantly, they are spirit-breaking. They defeat the effort of the opposing team when after you play excellent defense for a full possession, you did an offensive rebound in a putback or an offensive rebound in a kick out to a three or an offensive rebound in a pick and roll for Jalen Brunson putting the layup and getting fouled. That destroys your spirit, and Mitchell Robinson had multiple of those type of sequences tonight that led to the Knicks having a solid advantage, not just on the boards, but in transition as well. Love the defense we had all around as a team between Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, and even Josh Hart. Wouldn't you know, guarding Anthony Edwards. I thought this was the best defensive game from Josh Hart, both as a team defensive standpoint and individual standpoint in maybe a season and a half. Absolutely love the rotations. Love his ability to guard Anthony one-on-one. And the Knicks switched a lot tonight. Also, love the defensive schemes they threw out. We saw 2-3 zone. We saw man-on-man. We saw switching off ball screens. And we really, for the first time, Jay Ellis, I think we actually controlled the pace defensively with multiple looks and then multiple schemes. I don't think I've ever seen the Knicks do that. Usually it's like man-on-man. We try to dominate and grind out in man-on-man. Mike Brown was throwing out everything tonight. He had multiple guys. He had smalls guarding bigs guarding smalls, and to great effect and efficiency. Love the all-around game for the entire 10-man rotation, but especially MVP of a game, Mitchell Robinson against a very good rim protector in Rudy Gobert, who also had a very nice game tonight too. Got to give Gobert his flowers. Thought he was excellent, especially the screen setter in that first quarter. But Mitchell Robinson, man, never trade Mitch.
4 offensive rebounds in the first quarter for Mitchell Robinson was huge. Also, Julius Randle is going to see Mitchell Robinson in this league. Okay? He is going to have nightmares about that man because he could do whatever he wanted when it came to Yabusele. But he was not pulling any of that stuff when it came to Mitch Robinson. I think Mitch had 2 blocks on Julius Randle alone. And you just can see in this short time he had on the floor, the impact he has. Like, if this man is ever healthy for the entire season, he takes us to another stratosphere. And the thing is, we had 4 offensive rebounds from Mitchell Robinson today. The Knicks, statistically, we are a top 6 rebounding team, right? On top of that, we're a top 3 offensive rebounding team. And we were able to do this without Mitchell Robinson playing that many games. So now you're adding gasoline to the fire, bringing Mitchell Robinson back into this fold. And I feel like we were able to get a lot of these rebounds just because of the process of how we play now. We play faster. We move the ball around so the other defenders are out of position for rebounds, and we're able to get more offensive rebounds. Also, guys like Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, guys who aren't known to be rebounders themselves, are starting to chip in. OG Anunoby had 8 rebounds today. All right. He had multiple. I think he had 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. I'm going off of memory when I'm looking over the stats.
He's been amazing all season.
Yeah, he's playing as big as he should be. Crashing. So, like, what happened?
He's crashing the boards.
No, yeah, absolutely crashing the board. So, Mitch Robinson, man, he's a special player. He's a super special player. I definitely feel like we can win the chip with that guy if he remains healthy. And with the defense, the way it's coming around, with the new system that Mike Brown is playing, with the switching and the zone defense and everything put together, the future is looking bright for this Knicks team, for sure. For sure. Well, what are your thoughts, B? Welcome back. I haven't seen you. What's going on?
Alexa, turn on. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you gave Rudy his flowers, because even him playing a good game, Mitch made him look like a regular center to me. I didn't see defensive player of the year at all with Rudy, even though I did see us hesitate going in. But after we got a couple buckets inside, he was a non-factor to the game. Mitch was a factor from start to finish. And I think when you have a center as Rudy's caliber, to see that Mitch again was a factor from start to finish and Rudy was only a factor sometimes. Again, he just made Rudy look regular, degular, schmegular. I would take Mitch Robinson over Rudy any day. I want to give Jalen Brunson a little bit of his flowers too, because yes, OG had a good game. McBride had a good game. Shout out to Josh Hart for ignoring the talk and just keep showing back-to-back games that I am here. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Jalen Brunson was a couple rebounds away from his first career triple-double. And I noticed in back-to-back games when he's struggling offensively, he's going to do what a point guard does. He's going to facilitate. And he's going to keep his team in motion. So I'm just shout out to our guy, Jalen Brunson. Shout out to the win. Shout out to the bench. Shout out everybody just doing their job today. Because that's what we need. We need everybody to do what they do. And if other things aren't clicking, like you said, Mikal was another one we didn't get big numbers from him. But he's another one. He's passing the ball. If he's not going to rebound, he's going to get those assists. OG, attacking the paint. I kept saying that. We need him to attack. Those threes will come, bro. You can shoot. We know this already. You're a corner assassin from the three. But him and Karl Towns just understand that nobody could really handle you guys in the paint when you guys drive to the paint. Shout out to Karl Towns, had a dunk on Rudy. I heard a lot of people saying he only did that on Alex Sarr. He dunked on Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle today as well. Just shout out to our team, man. It was one of those games that, yes, I think it was my favorite so far this season.
Great take.
What you got, Ryan?
Yeah, overall, good win by the Knicks. I loved the ball movement with Mike Brown implementing different, cuts and things of that nature. And like when players cut and, just implemented that into the offense. Like, for example, I think there was one play that stood out where Brunson had a handoff to Josh Hart and Josh Hart drove to the basket and drew two defenders. And then Cat pretty much cut to the basket behind Josh Hart and Josh Hart was able to find him for the easy deuce. Like plays like that is an example as to why the Knicks offense is night and day from this season and last season. Plays like that. And defensively, I just like the way the Knicks, like the switching was good, but also the timing of like when they doubled players and things of that nature were good as well. I think there was one play again where I think Conley had the ball and Minnesota was setting screens, and I think it was OG and Jordan Clarkson was like chasing him, and then when OG and Clarkson was chasing him, they kind of doubled him, and Conley knew that he had to give up the ball, and then McBride kind of cut in front of cut in front of the guy and stole the ball and gave it to Josh Hart to finish the basket. And I think there was another play too that I found really good as well on the defensive side of the ball where Dante had the ball in the corner and Gobert was setting a screen. And Dante was about to use the baseline to go to the basket, but then he saw Mitch there guarding the baseline. He was like, and Dante was like, nah, I'm good. And he reversed the other way and lost his handle. And then Bridge was able to poke the ball away and McBride got the steal again. And so overall, good offense, ball movement, passes. I mean, again, the Knicks had 30+ assists tonight. And under Thibs, I can't remember the game that the Knicks had 30+ assists. Like those games are rare, and the Knicks just had 2 30+ game assists in a row. And the defense and the offensive rebounding was just crazy because going into the game, we knew that Minnesota was a poor rebounding team, and the Knicks took full advantage of that 20+ offensive rebounds, which is crazy. So, yeah. I mean, the Knicks have all the fundamentals right there. I mean, the Knicks play defense. They rebound. I think those are the 2 key components right there, because if you want to play faster, you have to be able to play defense and force turnovers, which they did tonight. And you have to be able to rebound the ball as well, because rebounds can also start fast breaks. So, yeah, the team's just clicking on all cylinders right now. You just hope that it continues.
Correct. And I just feel like when we play our game, things go well. The few times that we got into trouble, I feel like in the beginning quarters when Jalen was going a little bit ISO heavy. This team is a very long team. They can throw a lot of people at them. So like this is one of those games where you don't want to go ISO. You can kind of shoot yourself out of a game that way. But the way that Brunson works is he can ISO you for 2 quarters and stink, and then third and fourth quarter figure it out and then go off for 50. That's how Jalen Brunson plays. But you don't have to do that. And I think that's the thing that he's learning, and that's the thing that's working for us. That third quarter, usually when he's having a bad game, sometimes I feel like he just kind of shoots his way back into it in the third quarter. He started off the first half more of that third quarter just passing the ball, just being a decoy, just not even really looking at the basket, just looking to set his teammates up. And then he started to get Rudy Gobert on an island and started barbecue chickening Rudy Gobert, and then the rest was history after that. So I really loved that. What I really loved about this game was the weaknesses of our players being worked on in real time,
Yes.
and growing within the game. And that Jalen Brunson weakness was one of them, and Josh Hart was the other. When I even look at that Josh Hart too, because like Lee mentioned this in the group chat, Josh Hart got into the game with Mitch. He starts off hitting a few threes, but you already know with Josh Hart, he doesn't want to keep shooting like that.
Yeah.
And after a while, the game started to slow down. He ended up not shooting the shots that he knows he should shoot. And I felt like it slowed the game down for us, and we started to make turnovers. Not that even Chenjo started getting his hands in a lot of dribble handoff and causing turnovers and fast breaks. And I felt like a lot of those Josh Hart minutes in that second quarter weren't good because he was too hesitant and too slow. And in my brain, I was thinking, dear Walker. Like, bring in somebody else because this is pissing me off right now. But he got it together. Third quarter, he started shooting with confidence. He was attacking closeouts pretty well, finding other teammates for open shots, and had another great Josh Hart game, 27 minutes off the bench. Good game for Josh Hart. All right.
Go ahead. No, I think with Josh Hart, it's a mental thing still. When you play through injuries, that's your concern first. And I think that's still what Josh Hart is struggling through. I don't think it's more so confidence. That's just me personally. I think Josh Hart is one of our most confident players. I just think mentally he doesn't want to go back to the way he played in the beginning of the season now that he's hitting a nice pivot right now. He knew sometimes when he shot the ball, it was flat. It was air balls. It was not good shots. Right now when he's taking the shots, they're either hitting the rim or they're going in. It's not bad shots, not flat. So I think it's just mental. I think as he continues to rehab and stay healthy, he'll get back into I think we'll see how many attempts did he take today? I think we'll probably get five or six more. He only took 5 attempts?
From 3, yeah.
And he hit 4 of them. So we'll probably see him shoot more. I think he'll get to where OG's even at, where he's shooting about 7, 8 3-pointers a game, and no one would care because he's going to be making about 5 or 6 of them. But right now, I think he's more concerned in mentally, like, what if I only hit these 4 and I miss the next 5?
Right.
So I think it's more that for him than it is anything else.
I'll say this. If Josh Hart is shooting 7, 8 threes in a game and he's hitting 5 of them, Knicks will win every game that happens. Like, there's no way the Knicks lose that game. The Knicks are winning every game that happens.
Yeah?
For real.
I think he'll start letting it fly.
One of my favorite things about this roster currently is that it's not static in any way. And I'm not here to denigrate or criticize Tom Thibodeau, our previous coach, because he absolutely deserves all the accolades that he got for us in the winning seasons and taking us out the mud. But we were very predictable. And I'm not saying he ran plays. On this podcast, we talked endlessly about the plays that he ran each series and the regular season. But what I always wanted him to do was be really flexible with the rotations and with roles based on what the personnel was that night,
right,
who was hot, and also who you were playing against. We've seen very different schemes from game to game in Chicago, and then the win in Chicago and how we won tonight. Very different as well. And I love the fact that Jalen Brunson doesn't have to be the primary hub or ball handler for our offense to work, and Josh Hart doesn't have to play 36 minutes in order for us to either get a win or an L. It can be whatever the game truly tells you to do. Mike Brown actually listens. I think that's the difference. And tonight we saw Josh Hart be part of that cutting that Ryan emphasized earlier. All the different cuts that Mike Brown has been implementing to help the offense. And I talked about this in the Substat. It's a wheel offense where the same rhythms are happening every single possession until you get an open possibility. Then you find it. It's up to the players to find it and find who and give them the ball for an easy shot. And Josh Hart, even when he wasn't scoring or shooting a three, he was involved off ball in a lot of those ghost cuts, pretending he was doing the basket, relocating to a 3-point line, or relocating and setting a screen for somebody else. That level of activity, it doesn't make him stationary where you can just put a center on him. It makes the offense complex where you have to account for him, not just as a strainer, but also as a roller or as a relocating 3-point shoot threat, especially if he's hitting them. It makes our offense really hard to guard. And that's what I've been saying from the start of the season, is that these things will eventually click into place once ailments heal up, once chemistry starts to form and routine and habits that settled in. You'll have an offense that wheel will be spinning in motion on its own. You won't need that initial push when the game starts, running pistol action or horns action for people to get downhill. It'll already be there because the people will have the repetition built in game over game.
Absolutely. I mean, as Ebony would say, shout out to our girl Ebony, there's certain players on this team who thrive in motion. Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart are two of those players who thrive in motion. So when you start to learn, shout out to our brother Lee, who is bringing some offensive knowledge to this show. When you start talking about these wheel actions where you have to move constantly, and the set just kind of repeats itself the entire time, it helps players out like Josh Hart kind of get into a rhythm. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening right now. He's getting into a rhythm, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from Josh Hart so far.
Me too.
It is clearly obvious too, because I believe when we went on that 3-game losing streak, that wasn't happening. I think I was complaining to Lee about that. The ball was not moving. We were not cutting. It was typical, like, let me just pivot in. I got stuck, throw it out, throw up a 3. Let me just pivot in, throw it out, throw up a 3. And now it's just flowing. Like, the 3-pointers are coming naturally. If they have a drive, I see OG and Towns again taking it. Even McBride coming in to take a dribble in. He heads it, pumps fakes, take a dribble in and shoots the midi instead of shooting a 3. Jalen Brunson's gonna be Jalen Brunson. If you can't guard him outside, he's gonna go inside. It's just nice. That was so obvious to me the last 2 games, not even just this game, that we are cutting, moving, screening, just setting plays and actually running the place.
Exactly.
And it's so funny. Real quick too, I think social media is a gift and a curse, because I did see a funny video of Mitch Robinson working on his post game before one of the games, and he made a joke like, they don't pass it to me anyway. And it was so funny because boom, the next game, guess what? We passed it to him. So I think sometimes they hear the noise and they're like, now we got to get Mitch the ball, because Jalen did feed him twice or 3 times in the paint. And it was nice to see Mitch get some buckets inside.
B, do you think that's Jalen Brunson's mindset shifting, and that's why you've seen more motion and more fluidity in the offenses? I remember you criticized him after the first Chicago loss. You had a tweet or something that was like, Brunson, move the ball. If the shot's not there, keep it moving. And even though he didn't have a shot in the first half, he was being a great facilitator, I thought, even when the shot wasn't going down.
I think Jalen Brunson's IQ is very high. I think that's one thing we don't speak about a lot. Not us personally, but the NBA. I just think everybody thinks of him as a key clutch, this clutch guy, this guy who could score. But a lot of people forget he can assist. Every single year so far since he's been a Knick, his assist has gone up. And that's what a point guard does. They facilitate. Okay. I know we like to see Jalen Brunson score, but I think he's starting to realize I don't have to do that. He's also an offense where he's being told where not to be so dominant in that factor. So I think, just shout out to his IQ. I think he's starting to realize that if it's not going for me, I could give the ball up and we can still win. And the last 2 games showed that.
Especially the way the team is built. Like, I think that was one of the criticisms last year. Like, we have other guys on this team who can kind of make plays between OG and Mikal, and even Cat. So we can diversify our offense. And now, if you look even further, we have our bench starting to get into the fold. One of our biggest problems last season was bench points. One of the biggest headaches for Knick Nation, maybe the first 5 games or so, has been Jordan Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson, once again, super efficient.
Yeah.
Super efficient. It makes like, okay, wait a minute now. with the right coach and the right offensive system and the right scheme, maybe is this who he is now? He has this reputation of being a gunner. This is only a small sample size. He can definitely turn back into a pumpkin in a couple of games. So you know what I'm saying? But 3 of 6, 50% from the field, pretty good. Pretty good shooting percentage, and I think it's the third game in a row shooting efficiently. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Jordan Clarkson. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Deuce, who had 14 points. Josh Hart is scoring as well. All of a sudden, you look around, you move Josh Hart to the bench, you add another scorer on the bench. All of a sudden, we have some scoring coming off the bench now, and that's something we didn't have last season.
Yeah, definitely. And I do want to say one thing about Jordan Clarkson. It does seem like he's buying into the offense, which is a very positive thing. I'm pretty sure there's going to be games where the Knicks are not buying. The Knicks are not able to score on offense. The offense might be a bit cold, and he might have to step in and try to generate some offense on his own. I'm pretty sure there's going to be those games where he's going to have to be, classic Jordan Clarkson. But I think he's buying into the system now, where he's realizing that if he just plays within the system and the ball moves around, he's going to get his shots. And on top of that, they're going to be good shots as well. He doesn't have to really force anything. It's not really necessary within Mike Brown's offense. So although, we're going to have those Jordan Clarkson games, I'm pretty sure, but I do think it's very positive that he's buying into the system, and just seeing the way McBride is scoring off the bench, Hart is scoring off the bench, it gives hope for the Knicks this season, because like you said, last season, the Knicks didn't have a bench. The Knicks couldn't rely on any bench scoring. The Knicks had one of the top scoring starting lineups within the league last season. And those guys had to really carry the team. But now, not only does the Knicks have that highest scoring starting five, they also have those guys that who can come off the bench and also contribute as well. So you have to pick up the bench. They're doing their thing.
Absolutely.
Shoot. I think Jordan Clark's going to keep shooting. That's not going to change.
I hope he does. I've always been a proponent of him coming to the Knicks. JL has taught me off the ledge a few times with some good analysis on his shooting numbers. Now they were slowly dipping year over year, but I always brought the fact that he was a playoff riser. One of the reasons I like Campaign, too. He's someone that when the game is tight and there's a lot of pressure, he doesn't fold. And Leon Rose has always targeted dudes like that. One of the advantages of having him is that we have Deuce on the bench, too. Mitchell Robinson's so key to our bench continuing to be a powerhouse, because if he's starting at the 5, that means we have this rotation of 4 or 5 dudes off the bench, including Yabusele, who I actually thought was above average tonight. He had one of his better games on defense. Not Karl-Anthony Edwards. No one did Karl-Anthony Edwards. But I thought the minutes that he had guarding some of the other wings and even on Gobert, thought it was decent. Randle as well, whatever. But the bench right now with Jordan Clarkson, he's one of those dudes that playing with Deuce McBride, it allows him to be a natural gunner, which I think he is. That's not a bad label. J.R. Smith was too, but we relied too much on him as a second option. Clarkson's a 6th option, maybe 7th option. So we can be bad. If he's bad and the shot selection's out the flow of the offense, you yank him and you put somebody else in. But I love that combo with Deuce. And it's also a testament to McBride, who's able to play and gel no matter who he's sharing the backcourt with, whether it was Derrick Rose, Emmanuel quickly, Dante DiVincenzo. He's been able to gel so well with various guys we've had at that 2-guard and lead guard spot. It shows how valuable he is, because he can guard at the point of attack and allow Clarkson to be more of an off-ball disruptor, which Clarkson now is double teams and using the baseline. I thought it's been pretty solid. He's not a super great defender, able to switch on multiple positions, but he uses the out-of-bounds line well, that he's great at knowing when to double and when not to. So I want to give him some flowers for someone who doesn't get them for that reason on defense.
I agree. I feel like the team as a whole has stepped up defensively. I've been kind of praising Jalen Brunson for a while about how he's been fighting over screens and playing good team defense. But look, you don't play the way we've been playing and hold a team like the Timberwolves. You don't play a team like today without the whole team playing defense, and I feel like the whole team played pretty good defense for large stretches, especially when Mitch was in there. And Cat, shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns, man. Karl-Anthony Towns, man, 15 points, 10 rebounds. He can shoot you into a game. He can razzle dazzle you, and he can frustrate you all in one game. I feel like I had like the full gambit of love and what the hell in the whole game. But like the passing, he channeled his inner Jokic one pass where he threw the ball like behind his head. So like, who was it? Was it Clarkson?
Clarkson.
I think.
Yeah.
Clarkson. for the dime. That was a dope pass. He had a nice pass to McCall, who was going back door. And, you know, the Timberwolves were overplaying a lot. So, you know when they say when you overplay, the back door is open. So he gave it to Hey, yo, pause.
Yeah, but I was about to say.
He was giving it too much. So he had a nice pass to McCall. In general, man, I just loved his passing. The fouls was getting a little bit weird. I thought we got a little bit fortunate that he didn't get called for his fifth foul early because the rest missed the foul call. But overall, a pretty decent game by Karl-Anthony Towns for sure.
I am big on apologizing when I'm wrong. So I did want to while Lee was on the topic of McBride, he is someone that can start with Jalen Brunson. And simply because yes. If we're gonna have Mitch Robinson playing like this, Karl-Anthony Towns not being such a defensive liability, OG being OG, I think he should be in the top 5 right now. I saw the list already, and he's not even there, and I thought that was diabolical. He should be in defensive conversation. And McCall, you can start Deuce if you want to sit Mitch or if you want to sit Karl. I think sometimes we look at the measurements too much, and that's what I kept looking at. He's short, but he doesn't play like I think he's 6'2". He doesn't play 6'2". So what if he's 6'2"? You can start that man. So I do apologize for not giving Deuce his flowers when I should. He is a starter in this league. But unfortunately the Knicks are so loaded that he doesn't need to start. That's not unfortunate for us, but for him, he's not needed to start on our team. But if we needed to, he definitely can.
Come to the dark side. Come to the
Great take, B. Great take.
Great take, B. That was the best take of the day, B.
It helps Jalen Brunson's playing better, the best defense of his life. And it helps Karl-Anthony Towns has been less bad playing next to Mitchell Robinson. All those things help Minnesota, yeah.
You know what, B? I actually had your same take last year. I was like, we can't start Deuce.
If he's playing like this.
But then it's like, I felt like last year there was so many times where he was put onto bigger players and he gave them problems. And I was just like, well, you know what?
He's very annoying. Like, he's annoying in a good way for us, but to the opponent, he's just so annoying. Like, he does not stop.
Exactly. Which made me think he could. He definitely could. But and today he had a great game. It's funny, there's so many people. I feel like there was so many big games today that Deuce's game kind of went under the radar a little bit. But Deuce had a pretty good shooting game as well. Deuce had 14 points. First of all, he's a plus 26. Highest plus minus of the night. 14 points, 4 assists. The defense was immaculate. It was demon-like. The fast break, the shooting, complete game by Deuce. And even like, I love how last year and this year he's starting to like get that mid-range pull-up in your eye game happening where you don't have to be completely open to make this shot. But if the shot clock is running down, I need a shot to have a go-to move I can get to where I can pull up from the midi, and he's added that to his game. So I like that part of his game too. Great game by Deuce. Put him up today too, 6 of 10. I like it. All right.
I like the varied coverages. It's not just Mikal Bridges guarding the point of attack the entire game, and so he's worn down by the end of the third quarter. You had Deuce, our best string navigator, guarding Anthony Edwards, as you said, like a demon. I love that Anthony Edwards got multiple looks. Again, nothing is static, nothing's predictable, not on either side of the ball. And I like that Mike Brown is experimenting early in the season, so he has multiple things to go to later in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Also, for y'all people who are rocking in the chat, if you want to join us for a second and have your 2 cents that you want to add to this game, you can. I added the StreamYard link into the chat. I can actually, you know what?
Fritz said it didn't work for him.
It didn't work for him.
Come through, Fritz.
It didn't work. Interesting. It didn't work. How did it didn't work? Fritz, did you use your band account? Because you know you got one account that's not working.
Yeah.
The Fritz burner?
Yeah.
Too many trades.
Yeah. You got your one. I don't know what you doing on that account, but
one thing too, real quick, right guys, to that.
You should back up.
Real quick, I felt like if it wasn't Mitch, by the way, getting an offensive rebound, it was McBride today. I don't know if anybody kind of noticed that either. McBride was like going in there, crashing the boards a lot, and getting the ball back out for another shot.
Maybe he had 2 offensive rebounds today, McBride, for sure.
Yeah.
2 offensive
they
rebounds.
They were big ones. I remember them very vaguely. Like I was like, oh, he needed that, and there he was.
They do a great job of balancing, knowing who needs to crash the boards and who needs to leak out. There's always opportunities for offensive rebounds, but also opportunities for fast break. Like Cat grabs offensive rebound and he throws the defensive rebound and he throws it far away because someone's leaking out. I like that we have guys that know their role based on where they are on the court. We didn't see that last year or the year before.
No, once Obi Toppin left, we didn't see that anymore.
Damn.
Yeah. But he was very notorious for that.
Definitely.
That's a fact. That is a fact. And I just want to, if nobody else has anything to say, or if nobody else wants to join the chat, rather, I just want to. Mitch was definitely one of the players of the game for sure.
Did he get the hard hat and Tim's? Did he get it? Did anybody see if he got it?
Well, let me check.
Yeah, did he get it? Had to be him or OG. I don't think.
It had to be him. That's what I was about to say. If he didn't get the hard hat and Tim's today.
It went to Deuce.
It went to Deuce.
Okay.
For Anthony Edwards.
You shut down the top scorer. That might give you the hard hat.
Mike Brown put him on Devo too for a little while there in the third and fourth quarters.
It don't make me upset, but I think Mitch should have. Yeah.
I can see there were multiple winners today. All right.
Yeah.
there were multiple. You could have gone either. You could have gone OG. I wouldn't be mad. You could have gone Mitch. I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at Deuce either.
Jay, do you see who's in the green room?
Oh, hold on a second. We got Fritz found his other account. Okay, hold on.
We got the mod god. Let's go.
All right, hold on. Fritz got his other account. We got you, my guy.
Hey,
what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Glad to hang out with you guys.
What's up, man?
What's up, B? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Lee?
What's up, Fritz?
What's your thoughts on the game, man?
You know what? We scored 137, and it looked repeatable.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you see, oh man, 140. You ever see a team and you're like, nah, they shot out their minds tonight. Like they can't redo it. Like I think we can redo that game several times this season.
Yeah.
I think we'll see 120. Like 120 should be a nightly thing. 120 should be nightly.
Oh, yeah. Thought we had more against Washington, but no.
Look, I agree. Look, Mike Brown had the best offensive team last season in the Sacramento Kings. So if you bring that type of system here to the type of talent we have, I don't see why that can't be, repeatable. We started off the season talking about we should be a top 3 offense. Like that's how we started, and we're on our way. We said we wanted to shoot more threes. Right now, we're averaging 43.2 3-point shots a game. We're putting up the passes. I mean, I think we're top 5 in passes made by NBA teams. Also, we're just getting into our sets more. We're shooting the shots within like 11 to 15 seconds now instead of waiting till the end of the shot clock. Our offense has been completely revamped. So I think if we stick to our principles and we play the way we're supposed to play, this is absolutely a repeatable thing. And even when we're not shooting well, the defense is repeatable. We can get out of transition, cause these turnovers, and get going that way as well. So between the system, the offensive rebounding, and the defense, I think this is absolutely repeatable.
Yeah. Yo, also, Jalen Brunson didn't live at the line for this game, and like we didn't rely on Jalen Brunson, and I think that's the best part of the win. Is
Scary.
This wasn't Jalen Brunson? Oh, Jalen Brunson carried us. Nah, the team. Like OG did his thing, Josh Hart did his thing. Everybody like really just played a part. Nobody played out of their minds, and you kind of seen team's concept. We're not a team of like 2 stars and people trying to pitch in a little bit. It's team.
Finally.
So yeah.
It feels good. It feels good to be here. It feels good to be in this spot where you don't have to rely on Jalen Brunson. But if the going gets tough, we can throw him the ball and still get a bucket. It feels good to win this way. It really does.
Yeah.
All right, yo. Go ahead.
No, it's the thing. Like other stars need to learn. Like John Morant needs to learn a thing too from Jalen Brunson. So,
a lot.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like some people want to be the man, but like sometimes being the man is like make sure everybody else eat. Like,
yep.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay if we see Jalen Brunson's points go down, and if he's going to average 9 to 10 assists, I'm okay with that.
Ironically, he's been averaging 29 points a game. This is highest here.
But the last 2 games, he has assists went up tremendously, and the points, even if 23 is not a bad game, like that's not a bad. That's just not Jalen Brunson that we're used to seeing 30 balls.
Nah, for real. I'm just glad his percentages evened out after a while, because before I was like, what's happening right now? But it got to something decent, 45% from the field and 42% for 3. It's not how it started, it's how he finished. So good game. Anybody else have anything to say? Anything want to get up their chest? Something they thought about is like, man, I wish I should have said this, but I didn't get a chance to say that. Oh, Fritz.
One more thing. You know what? I like the substitutions. Like one thing, like people have like long stretches of rest. Like they have like Jalen Brunson. He sat for like 9 minutes at one point, and like it isn't. You hit the bench, end of the quarter, you come back in. Like there are times like this is your rest period, and you're sitting for a good amount of period. It's not, hey, starters get back in. The bench isn't just to give the starters a breather. Like they're actually like worked into the team. You get time to rest and watch the game. You're not just trying to get quick rest. That's why when I saw fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson was hungry, and like a lot of the players had energy in the fourth, and that was always like a problem we've had. So it was nice seeing long stretches of rest for key players.
We had so much energy. We were able to score 80 points in the second half.
Sheesh.
And we did it in a variety of ways. Jalen Brunson was doing his thing, but we had OG Anunoby was just like killing it with a 3-point shot. Josh Hart was cutting the lane and getting to the basket. Karl-Anthony Towns was doing his thing around the rim. Like, I love the varied approach. That 80-point second half, I looked at that and I was like, that can beat any single team in the NBA at any time. That's championship level offense. If our defense can at least break maybe top 12, I don't see why we can't win it all this season. It's starting to come into form.
Yeah, and I don't know if
sorry.
No, I just want to say something really quick. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but Mike Brown's patterns with substitutions, especially when it comes to Jalen Brunson, is similar to how you pronounce his name for OKC, the coach, Daigneault. Yeah, the way he substitutes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well, because what he would usually do is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would play the whole first quarter, rest him in the beginning of the second quarter, make him get like at least 6-7 minutes of rest, then bring him back in to end out to close out the second quarter. And he does the same thing in the second half usually, and I see Mike Brown does similar substitution pattern with Brunson as well, where he will play Brunson the full first quarter, have him rest that beginning part of the second quarter so he can close out the half with energy, then the third quarter, playing for the majority of that quarter, then rest him for a good 6-7 minutes so that he can have energy to close out the game. I don't know. It's something I noticed, but yeah.
Good observation.
Great observation. It helps that we have our bench score, 53 points. So you can sit down and not have to put him back in the game. Just like,
also helps Bridges can be the backup point guard. That's huge.
Yeah.
That allows Clarkson to play and Deuce to play. You don't need either of them to be the backup point guard because Bridges is incredible on ball. Shout out B, your man's on fire in the season.
Yeah, F those picks.
Yes, but to piggyback off Fritz with the substitutions, I was a big Tom Thibodeau fan. I'm still am. Shout out to him. But one thing that frustrated me last year was when people were in foul trouble and he kept them on the court. I see Mike Brown. Cat still, has his little foul issues. As soon as he does get into that position, I see him getting pulled immediately or within the next play. So I like the substitutions as well, where he's not allowing people to have 4 or 5 fouls before the half or in the third quarter. He's allowing, I think Cat was already kind of in foul trouble when he did sit the entire, I think it was the entire second or the third. There was a part where he sat for a long time due to the fact that he was in foul trouble. So I do like the substitutions as far as the lineups that he plays with, the adjustments that he makes, and resting his players, but also not letting them get into a situation where he cannot use them later on in the game if needed because of fouls.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
I had not noticed that.
Nah, Tibbs is the king of, I'll trust you. You a veteran.
Yeah, take him out.
Take him out, Tibbs. Take him out. Please take him out. And Cat always needs to be taken out when they have, because when one dumb foul is going to come in, then 2 and 3 is right behind him for sure. For sure.
You got to do bruh picks though, because I do got one.
Me too.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, I got a plethora.
Man. Somebody was talking about giving out EBTs. We giving out bruh picks today. There was a lot happening. All right, a lot happening in the NBA. All right. So let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. Now, listen, and it's time for one of the favorite parts of the show. All right.
Bruh.
The bruh picks. Bruh picks are usually something stupid, dumb, idiotic that we can point out and say, this is stupid. This is dumb. This is idiotic. And usually about the NBA or the Knicks or whatever, but we bring that to your attention and we give it a bruh. All right.
Bruh.
So, who wants to go first? All right, I feel like this bruhs go around.
I feel like since I have a plethora, I'll let B and Lee go first, and then I'll finish it off.
Cause he's like, I got so many. Go ahead.
I was gonna say yes. Mine goes out to Anthony Edwards. I heard he was out for 2 weeks, and he decided to come out today to play the Knicks for I don't know what. I don't know what he decided to lace the shoes up today and come out and play us to take the L and also play a horrible game. Shout out to our defense, yes, but he also did not look ready to play. He still looks like he needs to rest and rest his injury. And he decided that it's MSG. The lights aren't that bright. I'm Anthony Edwards, and today none of those factors mattered. It didn't matter that he was Anthony Edwards. It didn't matter anything. So I just think that was pretty silly of him to risk something in November just to play and try to prove whatever he tried to prove, and he didn't prove anything tonight. So I just wanted to hold that L real quick and go, please get healthy. Timberwolves need you.
Bruh.
I mean, he was pretty much on our team today, so whatever.
He didn't look comfortable though. He looked he didn't look 100%. Again, we did play good defense on him, but you can tell he was still injured.
Yeah.
I feel like he injured or out of what's the word? Out of rhythm or whatever. He definitely wasn't himself today, for sure.
B, you and I are in the same wavelength tonight because my pick is also a Minnesota Timberwolves. Julius Randle. Talk about basketball that does not impact winning. My man dropped 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for a negative 16 total plus. Karl-Anthony Towns only chipped in 15 points and was a positive 15, which means you don't always have to impact the game with high usage scoring. And Julius Randle, even when they were trying to come back, he was a cause of not turnovers and 4 shots. And I called my dad and I said, Pops, between you and obviously it's not between you and I, as I'm saying it now. Who would you rather have, Karl-Anthony Towns or Randle? And it was instant. He said Karl-Anthony Towns. And I agree. His reason was because I never have to worry about Karl-Anthony Towns not trying. Well said. Karl-Anthony Towns might not be a great defender, but he definitely tries. And there were multiple attempts. Once that game got away, Randle had no interest in playing defense. He just wanted to stat pad. And I was like, great trade.
He also would like me know any better. He kept trying to go on Mitch, and I'm like, bro, you played with Mitch for so many years. Like, why do you think that you could take Mitch? Like, what? I was confused.
Yeah, Mitch learned him real quick. Now, I agree. I feel like parts of listen, we were more disciplined today. Parts of the game when we started running away with the game was when Julius Randle started to go ISO mode. And then, him being competitor, got blocked by Mitchell Robinson. He was like, I'm going right back at Mitch again. And guess what happened? Foiled again.
And by the way, guys, those who are listening, stats do not make you a better player. It does not mean that you're a better player than someone because their numbers are better. I keep people sending me Julius Randle's numbers this season. I don't care about them. I don't care. Doesn't mean he's better than Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. But he's not better than Karl-Anthony.
Agreed.
There he is. All right. Does anybody else have any?
Oh, we got to hear Ryan G. I got to hear this.
All right, I got one.
All right.
My bruh pick goes to the shyster, the snake, Danny Ainge. All right,
Good pick.
Oh my goodness! Time after time, this guy tries to make $2 out of $1. Tries to get 45 picks for this player, that player, the whole barn, and then once again, this man overplayed his hand. I think what he asked for like 2 first-round picks for Walter Kessler.
Two first-round picks wasn't enough. He got offered it.
He got offered to. He turned that down. He turned it down. Only for Walter Kessler to then have to have season-ending surgery and tank his value.
I mean, it's Utah, but
yeah,
it is Utah. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, really? Like, you could have damned those picks. You could have damned those picks.
I think he was trying to squeeze. I think he was trying to squeeze the most out of the Lakers, or he was trying to squeeze the most out of us for him. And I think he lost because like he could have signed Walker Kessler this summer, and had his contract start this year and paid him less overtime, but he has no intention of keeping him. He thought he was going to sell him when people were desperate.
I agree.
He thought he was going to get him a haul.
Yeah, trade deadline. I know he was eyeing the trade deadline. That's what he was eyeing.
Yep.
But now foiled again. You might. I mean, you can still make the trade deadline, but you're not going to get the picks that you think you're going to get. And now you might get a fire sale.
Barely.
Huck Porty. Trevor.
I wouldn't even give Huck Porty.
I don't know. I want Trevor. I don't know. Let's see. Who else we got?
That's a good bro pick. That's a great bro pick.
The kid is nice though. The kid is nice. Can't knock his talent. The kid is talented.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying.
There's levels. By the way, guys, there's levels. And again, stats do not make you better. Walker Kessler, Mitch Robinson is like Mitch is a little bit right.
Here go Fritz. You're
not today. Come on.
Here we go again, yo.
Mitch impacts that game on a different level, man.
Leave Mitch alone, Fritz. Leave him alone.
Right.
So your defense, though, we haven't seen Walker Kessler on a winning team. So
yeah, when you play for a loser, they don't count. Like you don't count.
True.
So.
Woo. I was going to say your name, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. All right. Maybe, yeah. All right. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. So I'm all over NBA, college ball, football. So my first broad pick is going to go to Desmond Bane. I don't know what this dude was on in this game, but it was the Magic versus the Hawks. And there was a play where Okongwu went to the basket. My guy Bane grabbed his arm, threw him to the ground, and then while the ball was in the air, he palmed it and threw it at the dude while he was on the ground and got tossed out the game afterwards for that.
Bruh.
I seen that.
Was he upset?
I mean, when you're expected to be good and you guys suck right now, I'd be mad too.
And was like, what happened?
Exactly. And then, of course, Magic got smacked that game too. The Hawks killed them that game.
Yes, they did.
Damn. Thought the Magic is going to be better than that.
It's not looking too good so far for the Magic.
No. How long till Pablo ask out? Never mind.
First.
My next broad pick goes to Vince Williams on the Grizzlies and Oscar Thompson on the Pistons, because there was a play where Williams was driving to the basket, and I think this dude was still kind of mad based on the Lakers game because Luka kind of crossed him up and he lost his shoe and slipped to the ground. So I think my man still has some anger pent up inside of him. So as he was going to the basket, also kind of like grabbed him by his arm and like turned him around and stuff, and then Vince got up in his face. Like, what was funny is that you already know how the Pistons are. Once Vince got up in Allstar's face and also walked away, all of a sudden you saw Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Brunson all up in his face. And I'm just like, yo, every team got to have a crazy person. The Pistons crazy person is Isaiah Stewart. And then Jalen Brunson is like close behind them. Anytime something pop off on the Pistons, those two guys are front and center. And it made me think, and I was like, yo, the KOT team, we have our crazy person too, and that's Lee. Because every time somebody got something to say, Lee's on them. Like Lee's on them, so Lee can.
Right, that's a fact. That is a fact. And then right behind Lee is Ryan Mumiji.
Exactly. Lee is Isaiah Stewart, and I'm Jalen Duren.
My man, let's go. I love the smoke.
My next broad pick goes to college ball. There was an HBCU game, Lemoyne versus Dillard. So Michael Price is a player on Lemoyne because I think they were losing that game. My guy had an open fast break dunk. He blew the dunk, and then after he blew the dunk, my dude grabbed his hamstring like as if he got a cramp. Or he pulled his hamstring or something, trying to fake an injury. Like that's the reason why he missed the dunk, and he wasn't injured. And then afterwards, like everybody in the stands started making fun of him. You saw dudes on the sidelines laying on the ground, grabbing their hamstring and things like that. So, yeah, I mean,
we don't believe you,
man. Like, yo, if you miss the dunk, just take the L, son. Just take the L. Like, you don't have to fake injury and be like you got injured. That's why you missed the dunk.
Yeah, don't do the Paul Pierce.
How mad? What was the end of the game to that? Because how mad his team would have been if they lost by like 1 or 2.
That was the final score?
No, I'm saying did that team end up losing by 1 or 2, or did they?
Oh no, they got beat up. I think at that moment they were losing by like 13, and I think I forgot the final score, but Dillard actually went on to win that game too. So.
Oh yeah.
So like, not only did this dude fake the injury, but his team also took the L too in that game.
All right.
My next broad pick, you see, I don't know what's going on with these Bulls announcers for the games, but they on one because I remember there was another game where dude was talking about Josh Giddey and called him Diddy by accident, and now there was another game where Vucevic, they call him Vucci Man, Gucci Man, that's what they call him in Chicago. Like, he hits a game-winning shot on, I believe, the Sixers, right? That was like the other day. And as he's like celebrated, he's saying, Elizabeth, I'm coming to get Elizabeth. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I get the reference. Like, I guess I get it's a Sanford and Son reference, but like the way he said it, I'm like, come on, man, that don't even sound right, man. Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh my God. All right. The culture is everywhere, guys. All right.
Check my boy Derek Queen out tonight. Another good one.
Yes, good game.
All right.
And my last bro pick goes to the New York Jets because I feel it for Jets fans. I mean, we already have it bad enough as Giants fans, but I really feel it for Jets fans because Jets fans just was like, yo, you know what? After season, after the next 3 to 5 years, we just gonna blow this. We just gonna blow this thing up. They trade their best quarterback, Sauce Gardner, to the Colts for like 2 first-round picks, and then they sell their best defensive lineman. They trade him to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just like, yo, so y'all just gonna pretty much be in the doghouse for the next 3 to 5 years because clearly y'all not trying to win. Y'all trying to rebuild again, and your team already sucks as it is. Bruh. It's like, I feel it for Jets fans, yo. Like, yo, that team is terrible. I mean, the Giants are terrible, but the Jets are like twice as terrible.
Yeah, that kid who said, I hate this team. Yeah, he there.
I was shocked to see that.
You a Jets fan?
Isn't Sauce also, isn't he only like a third-year player? Is this like second or third year, right? He's not even...
He's been in the league for a while now, like... I want to say like 5-6 seasons, I think. I would have to look that up, but he's been in the league for a while.
I think he just won like rookie of the something a year or two ago.
I think it's like third or fourth. I think he's like third or fourth.
Yeah, no, you don't give that up. That's crazy.
All right. That's all the bro picks.
We had a nice little break till Sunday.
Yeah. Like you have a nice little break, and you'll have enough time to amass another 20 bro picks for Sunday.
There's gonna be a lot.
That's for damn sure.
I'm gonna look out for some.
That's for damn sure. All right, yo, good show, guys. Good show. Shout out to the people who rock with us on the KLT show. If you're watching on Twitter, come over here to YouTube, man. Hit that subscribe button. We have that game talking Knicks basketball. If you're new to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 9,000 subs and then 10,000 subs. So if you want to come with us on that journey, hit that subscribe button. All right.
Championship season, y'all gotta slide through. Come on.
Yo, championship season. This is the time, damn it. Come on. My B said.
Say it again.
Okay. Who's the next victim?
Brooklyn Paint Jobs.
The next victim is Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Paint Jobs, the gentrified Brooklyn team.
They did get their first win today.
Against another loser team, right?
Pacers, yeah.
The Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers. All right. Broken clock is right.
No, man.
And then Obi just go down too. Didn't he just like get a surgery or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they lost another one. So it's like, who's left on the Pacers team? I mean, I guess they got Mathurin. And
they got Mac McClung. That's about
McClung and
Matt McClung.
Yeah.
I cannot.
They all them. There ain't nothing. All right, yo. That's the show. Just let them know. Let them know they can find you guys. Let them know they can find you.
Twitter, Sporty Spice, SPORTY SPICCE. And if you don't see me on KLT, you see me at the Knicks World or just on Twitter talking shit. But shout out to my Knicks. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's keep streaking. And thank you guys for having me.
All right. Lee, let them know they can find you.
On Twitter @_Lee Escobedo, LEEESCOBEDO, and on Book Club, the KOT Substat. Got new articles pumping out every week. Also want to give some shout outs to the chat. There's some people in the chat who I don't always agree with, some that I agree with a lot, but I just want to give some shout out to people who have had some really good takes lately. Want to shout out Prezi the Boss. Want to shout out our girl, the Queen, Glamour Knits. Want to shout out my main man, Nitsiak. And finally, East Blue Drew. Thanks for having great takes. Thanks for participating in the chat and keeping things lively.
Facts. Shout out to Prezi too. I had the pleasure to meet Prezi in real life. Shout out to him, cool dude. Also all the regulars who've been, Alex is back with us a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Alex. Glamour, of course. Always shout out to Glamour. Everybody rock with the Knicks Nation TV, man, too. Cool dude too. East Blue Drew. Shout out to everybody rock with the show. All right. Fritz, let me know, Mr. NBA Economy. Let them know where they find you, man.
Yep, you can find me on Fritz Handles on Twitter, NBA Economy Show on YouTube. please subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. Hopefully, I can get Jay to let me give something away next week on the Knick of Time show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everything.
So-
Yes.
Yeah, so hopefully, yes. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right.
It's Thanksgiving, bro.
You want to give something away? Hell, listen, go ahead. Yes. All right.
All right.
All right, yo. Yo, that's the show, yo. Let's guys watching. Wait, Lee, I told you.
Ryan G and the place to be.
Oh yeah. Yo, I need some sleep, yo. I'm telling you. All right. I am tired here.
Bruh,
Yes.
bruh.
Yes. Give me the bruh.
Bruh.
All right. Ryan,
You can find me on Twitter at Ryan GKOT. You can also find me on Instagram at Sir G is chillin'.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN. And normally I don't do this, but I feel like doing it this year because your boy had a rough year. But tomorrow's my birthday.
Hey!
So I'm just putting that out there. You know, wish your boy a happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
This upcoming year is going to be a great year. So let's go.
All right. Scorpio girl.
Yes, sir.
Gang.
Scorpio season. Let's go.
Yeah. And your boy's birthday is on the 11th.
Yes, sir.
That's why I like I like Scorpio. But whatever.
You know, Scorpios, we going down.
whatever.
We ain't bad. Well, happy birthday to my boy.
Yes, happy birthday, boys.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. All right. Now, follow us at the KOT Show on Twitter, the Knick of Time Show on Instagram, and the Knick of Time Show on Facebook as well. Also on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. TikTok is coming. I promise you. Once I have like a day, I'm gonna set that up. All right. But yeah, that is the show, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, it's a mess out here in these Knicks streets. That's the show. We out of here.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.
New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.